cash or credit? So David, you live in Italy. How exactly do you pay for things? So a question that I get occasionally is, do they still use cash in Italy? And if I'm coming here on vacation or even to live here, do I still need to use cash? If somebody had asked me that question 10 years ago, I would have said, absolutely. Yes, you need cash in this country. However, in 2023, things have changed a little bit. I have been living in Italy for 14 years, and of those 14, 8 of them have been here in Rome. And I can tell you that in 2023, you still do need cash in certain situations here in Italy. So here are a few places where I still think it's very wise to use cash. Now, for the people and places that I'm going to mention, you can use both cash and also card. However, I have seen situations where they really do prefer cash. Or at least let's just say that cash is actually the easier solution. All right, so the first place that I want to mention are coffee bars. Now, this is a place where you can easily pay by card if you have to. However, from personal experience, it might be actually easier if you do give them cash or just coins. The reason why I say that is because sometimes when you use the POS, the point of sale, at times it doesn't always work, or maybe the person who has to use it doesn't know how to use it. Although I must say that is rare, but don't exclude the possibility that sometimes the line might be down or there might be some problems. You never know, it's a machine. Next we have barbers. Now, I haven't gone to a ton of barbers in the recent past, although I can say this, the barber where I do go now, I've never seen a POS. So with that said, he does prefer cash. Let's just say this, if you are looking to get a haircut in Italy, what I would do is bring cash to your barber and then see if they do accept card payments, and then you decide. Andiamo avanti. The next one are taxis. Now, if you're somebody who prefers to pay by card, I think that the situation has really improved in recent years. There are times where I do take a taxi and it's necessary. And I must say, in most times in recent past, I have used my card. Yeah. Yet, there are times where you will get that one taxi driver who says, oh, I only take cash, or maybe his machine is broken. It does happen, believe me. In that situation, you might be dealing with a taxi driver who's not exactly legit. And so if you want more information about that, on how to find a taxi driver who is in regola, like they say in Italian, following the rules, then I made a video, oh God, now almost 4 years ago. So go check it out. Random break in the video. So another situation that comes to mind are concerts. For example, this past summer, I did in fact go see a concert. I saw Guns N' Roses at Circo Massimo, Circus Maximus. That was pretty cool actually, because that was the first time that I'd ever seen that particular band in that particular venue. So yeah, it was epic, and I had a good time. So of course I splurged and I bought a beer or two, and yeah, I paid much more than I probably should have, but you know, how often do I see Guns N' Roses at Circo Massimo? Whatever. On that particular night, I don't really remember if they had a POS, or is it POS? I can't remember. I've been out of the States for a while. But yeah, if you do go to a concert, then you might want to bring some cash, yeah. You might be asking yourself, so David, you live in Italy. How exactly do you pay for things? I must say that for the majority of the things that I buy, I use my phone. In other words, I pay by card. You might find this strange, but only this year did I find out that I can actually pay for things via my phone. By card, in other words. It really is super convenient, I must say. Now you might be asking yourself, okay David, that's wonderful. You've discovered a pot of gold. How does that apply to me? Easy. This, in my opinion, is indicative of a country that is making active steps to keep up with the rest of the world. And the fact that I can pay for pretty much most things by card, I think is great. I'm actually beginning to realize that the idea of using cash to somebody from the United States, for example, might now seem strange. As a matter of fact, I decided to ask my best friend in Connecticut if he actually uses cash anymore. He said no, he doesn't, which actually I found to be kind of strange. Totally strange, no, and here's an example. So we went to a Red Sox game this past summer, and when I went to get a beer, I asked the girl if I could give her cash, and she said, no, we are a cardless only park. I mean, I wasn't totally shocked, but that's the first time that I've ever seen a place that said no cash at all. That wasn't exactly true, because I remember the vendors who were walking up and down the aisles, they only took cash. Oh, something just came up. Literally. Now, I'm not sure if you can hear this person, but in the house above me, there is somebody who is cleaning the house. If this person is hired help, I'm not really sure. I'm not that nosy. Does this person take cash or credit? My hunch tells me only cash. I really can't prove that, but this is a situation where most likely you're going to have to pay in cash. Now, if you are looking to live in Italy, I can guarantee you that eventually you will find yourself in a situation where the person in front of you prefers cash. Why though? If you pay somebody in cash, they don't exactly have to declare that money. One important question that I get is, if I'm coming to Italy, do I need to bring cash? I would actually. And what I used to do when I was a tourist here is I would go to AAA and I would get a couple €100. I don't know if they offer the best rates, but that's what I used to do. But the point is this, I would bring a little bit before you come here. Now, if you don't do that, I think the best option really is when you get here, go to an ATM, but make sure the ATM is associated with a bank. If not, then you might be in a potential situation where the ATM charges you an exorbitant fee. We don't want that. For this week's expression, I think it's useful to teach you a question that people will ask you if you are paying by cash, and especially if you are paying in big bills, 20, 50, even 100. And very often people don't have the change to break up these big bills. And at that point, they're going to ask you this: "Ce l'hai spicci?" Or in the formal way, "Ce l'hai spicci?" Pretty much it means, do you have change? For those of you who follow me on a regular basis, I haven't forgotten about you. And especially those of you who are looking to come and live here in Italy, my wife and I are working on a super important video. So hopefully we'll get that out very soon. You don't want to miss it. As always, grazie mille per l'attenzione. Ci vediamo alla prossima. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.